Good morning, this is Holy Virus. I go also by my real name, Bill, and some call me the Blind Warrior Gamer. And today I'm going to do a little bit of information on how blind players can play Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred. As a note, we are now up to Season 7. Blizzard has made some significant changes to the accessibility of the game and made it much more playable and palatable to those who do not have eyesight. They had done a good job initially with making the game accessible, but they really amped it up when they released Vessel of Hatred, and they've made some significant changes that make the game much easier to play without the reliance of sighted help. And so we're going to go ahead and get into the game here. And I'm going to close that out. And we're going to go into our menu here. Let's see. What I need is the in-game menu. And we're going to go down to options. I think that's options. One down. We're going to go L one time, left shoulder button, and we're going to go down to screen reader.
Screen reader volume 100.
So by default,
screen reader volume.
when you turn a screen reader on,
Disabled.
it uses the Microsoft
Screen
David
reader.
or Zero
Screen
Voices on
Enables or
PC.
disables audio that describes text and interactive elements of the current screen.
If you're playing it on Xbox, it has some additional voices that are dedicated to the Xbox. Same with the PlayStation. There is rumor that this game will also be coming to the Nintendo Switch 2, which means that the Nintendo Switch 2 should have some accessibility features, including screen reader. At least that's what I'm hoping. I'm going to be putting in my pre-order for one here at some point soon when they're made available here in the States so that I can ensure to get one, and I can do videos on that for everyone as well. Now, when you're playing it on PC, you have another option for screen reader.
Third-party screen reader. Disabled.
This is a third-party screen reader.
Allows for third-party applications to handle screen reading and disables the platform's built-in screen reader. Disabled. Defaults to the platform's built-in screen reader.
So there you go. By checking that box, you could use a third-party screen reader. For example, Zoom Text, or NVDA, or JAWS, or Fusion, or Window Eyes, or whatever it might be that you're using to play the speech-to-text for your computer. I use Zoom Text, and so I'm going to go ahead and check this box. Now, sometimes when you check it on PC, it doesn't always register right away, so you might have to click it a couple of times.
Third-party screen reader.
There we go. Third-party screen reader
100. Third-party screen
is
reader
working.
enabled. Third-party screen reader.
So now it is
Allows the
using
third-party
my
applications to handle
computer's
screen reading and disables the
screen
platform
reader
in Abyss. S built-in
software
screen reader.
for
Disabled.
talking.
Defaults to the platform in Abyss. S built-in screen reader.
Now, there are some other functions within this that you want to make sure are enabled. One of those things is the navigation assistance.
Use screen reader. Enabled. Use screen reader. Enables or disables audio. Third text voice speak
And
local party.
that's
Enabled. Trade. Disabled. Plan.
towards the
Whisper. Enabled.
bottom
Whisper. Play sound separating chat.
somewhere.
Add an
Let me
LT.
find
Add an
it.
LT. Add an LT. Font scale. Large. Cursor scale. High contrast. Cursor color picker. Color blind fill. Chat background. Transcribe voice chat. Auto pin new quests. Enabled. Transcribe voice chat. Disabled. Transcribe auto pin HUD compass. Auto pin new HUD compass. Enabled. HUD compass. Enables a visual compass around the player that points to icon arrow color. Arrow color. Choose the desired color of the compass arrow.
So there's a lot of accessibility for people with low vision, no vision, or dexterity issues, or who are deaf. So one of the things that is in here, and this is for gamers who cannot hear, is the ability to transcribe in-game voice chat into text so that it'll appear in your chat window and you can read what people are saying and not have to worry about not being able to communicate because you can't hear them. So that's something that's really nice for the deaf community.
Audio navigation assistance enabled. Audio navigation assistance provides
So here we have
navigate players towards their current map pin in the world. In conjunction with auto pin, this allows players to constantly navigate towards their current quest.
audio navigation assistance. So as it just read to you, when you select a quest or you pin a segment of the map, it will give you an audible tone that will help you navigate the game, right? And then you can adjust the speed of the pulse tone so that you can get constant feedback of whether or not you're going in the right direction. And that's going to be the next menu down here.
Volume 100. Volume sets the desired
That's
volume of
volume.
the audio navigation assist. Interval 1. Interval sets the desired interval in between audio navigation assist. Pings from slower to faster.
The interval. So, 1 being the fastest, 6 being the slowest. And so, me personally, I like to have a faster pulsing tone, so I will set this to be as quick as I can, because I want it to constantly beep and give me audible feedback when I'm playing the game. You really will need that as you're navigating the world. But you have to be able to differentiate between the tones of the game versus the sound of the screen reader and the sound of the combat. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to load up a character, and we're going to demonstrate how some of this works.
Warning, you have unsaved changes. Are you sure you want to discard them? Bottom action button save. Right action button discard.
So bottom action button to save. And as a note, for additional accessibility,
Return to game.
play the game with a controller when you're vision impaired. You don't want to be messing with the keyboard and mouse. Everyone says, "Oh, well, keyboard and mouse is how real players play the game." Listen, when you can't see and you want to enjoy a game, there's no harm in using a controller. Currently, I am actually using a Nintendo Wii U Pro controller with an 8-bit DOE on my system, and it will basically act like an Xbox controller, and it's full functioning. It's got the haptic feedback and all that, so it works perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with using your controller, and you don't even necessarily have to use an Xbox or a PS5 controller. Again, this is an old Nintendo Wii U controller that I've had now for 12 years, and it works fine.
Create new character. Mage virus, eternal, 24, 115.
All right, so
Virus, eternal, 100. Mage virus, eternal, 24, 115.
I'm going to go ahead and log into a level 24
Queued.
character.
Right action button cancel.
This will be a non-story, non-seasonal character.
Counter
This
gifts
is
and
just going to
drop
be
painful
to
hearts to summon the blood maiden.
demonstrate some of the audible tone functions of the game
Left player
to
jungle.
give
Reward unlocked.
people
Challenge.
an
Reward.
idea
Swashbuckler
on
at Apis.
how
S.
to
Beloved.
navigate
Reward.
and play the game, right? And so what we're going to do is we're going to
Reward
open up my
unlocked.
map.
Challenge. Reward. Swashbuckler and Apis. S. Fighting and Apis. Cuffs. Premium reward. Character. Left vigorous ring. Magic ring. 183. Left shoulder button. Right shoulder button.
That would be the select button for that, and then
Normal. Visiting major cities to change. Nahan 2. Then. World map. Directional pad right. Open party finder. Left analog stick click. Center player. Hand. Right analog stick up or down. Zoom. Left player jungle.
okay.
Player jungle.
So I'm in the map. The map is a pain in the butt. What makes the map a pain in the butt is that there is no menu system for navigation. Okay, it is a cursor that's in the middle of your screen that you move around with your left stick, and you have to use it to try to find navigation points on the map. It's not the most simplistic thing to deal with, and so there are some tricks to using the map system. So, for example, if I move away from my center location, and I move my left stick left, and I'm not finding
Waypoint.
what I
Stash,
want,
rings and amulet. Waypoint. The
and I want to reset it.
Stash,
Oh,
rings and
look, I found a
amulets.
waypoint.
Blacksmith. Occultist. Bartering. Bottom action button. Travel. Top action button. Favorite.
Right. So there's the ability to favorite some locations. Tells you what's on that waypoint. I can navigate to that waypoint by using my bottom action button, which on the Xbox controller would be A. On the Nintendo controller, it is B. And on the PlayStation controller, it would be cross, as they now call it. I always called it X, but they call it cross now. But let's say I don't want to use that navigation point. I want to recenter onto my character. Well, then if I click my
Player
left
jungle.
stick, it resets to where my character is standing. So you can always have a kind of a gauge of, okay, how far am I moving to each nav point? Now, if I take my right stick and I pull it back one time, it will zoom the map out. Do it again, zooms it out further. Do it again, zooms it out further as far as it can go. If I tap it forward, it zooms it in. So, just to give you an idea here, it looks like I'm in a cave at the moment. Am I? Let's see. No, I'm in
Type has
town.
risen in multiple territories.
Okay, I'm in town. That's what's going
Reward
on here.
unlocked. Challenge. Left shoulder
So it
button.
looks
Right
like
shoulder
they may
button.
have changed the map a little bit because it's a high contrast map. It's no longer brown background or that beige map background. It's actually a dark background now, which is really nice. It makes it a lot easier on what little vision I have.
Underhand 2.
So as you move your mouse around, it'll tell you what regions you're in. So right now I'm looking at the map for Nahan
Undiscovered.
2, which is the expansion.
Nahan 2.
We got some
Priority undiscovered.
undiscovered area.
Nahan 2. Priority quest. Player jungle. Priority
Let's
quest.
see.
Bottom action. Priority quest. Bartering. Speak with Feyre. Player must advance the campaign. Introduces. Mercenary bartering. Bottom action button. Track. Disable
Mercenary
auto.
bartering to advance the campaign.
Undiscovered.
It's a
Nahan
priority
undiscovered.
quest. looks like this was
Negative 2.
for
Undiscovered.
a story character that I was playing. But I'm
Negative 2.
not going to do that. What we're going to
Undiscovered.
do is we're going to set a waypoint marker
Negative 2.
here. Let me zoom this out some.
Undiscovered.
And let's go and see if we can find a point on the map that we can navigate to
Undiscovered.
show the
Negative 2.
method of navigation. We'll set it to
Waypoint. Stash. Rings and
the
amulets.
waypoint.
Blacksmith. Occultist.
Okay.
Bartering. Bottom action
So
button. Travel.
I'll
Top
set a
action button.
map.
Favorite.
Point to that.
Left shoulder button. Right shoulder button.
And we'll try to get it to navigate
Waypoint.
to that
Event. Services.
location.
Stash. Rings and amulets. Teleport confirmation. Travel. Waypoint. Event. Services. Stash. Rings and amulets. Blacksmith. Occultist. Bartering. Bottom action button. Travel. Top action button. Favorite.
Okay.
Flare jungle. Bottom action button. Interact. Flare jungle. Bottom action button. Interact.
Oh, I see. I was
More
in a
barbarian
cave.
uses a particular weapon type.
That's
More
what's
benefit
going
from
on.
expertise.
That's what's going on. I can't set waypoints when I'm in a dungeon
Pale hand and
or
abyss. S-Ras.
a zoned area.
Left event. Bottom action button. Interact. Welcome
So
back,
one of the
user. Choose a
problems
reuse
with
package to
this
faded relic
is
area
that the
biology.
navigation only works when you're on the world map.
Left shoulder button. Right shoulder button.
There we go. Now we're back to the normal looking map.
Underhand 2. Underhand 2.
And we're going to
Underhand
just
2.
set a tracking point out into the middle of nowhere. Set it to
Right
there. And so now it's going to give you this pulsing tone. So what you have to do is you have to listen to the pulsing tone, which speaker it's coming out of. I'm using a surround sound. So front right speaker means it's to the right. Front left speaker means it's to the left. Could be directly left or up and left or up and right or directly right. Center speaker means to go straight up. If the audio is coming out of both rear speakers, you go straight down. Rear right speaker is down left, or I mean down right, sorry, and then the rear left speaker is down left. Now if you're using a headset, same concept applies, right? So you have to follow the audible tone of that sound. And so we would navigate to that direction.
Baskets. Baskets. Baskets.
And you can hear it pulsing, and it changes direction based on where you're going.
Baskets. Baskets. Baskets.
And you just follow the sound.
Baskets. Bottom action
Oh,
button.
we're getting
Interact.
attacked,
107,
so we'll start
108%.
fighting.
Cylinder.
And it tells you who's
28%.
attacking you,
Sport cylinder.
what the name of the mob is,
49%. Authorized centibite. Baskets. Pale hand and apis. S-Grass. Mana 10%.
and then my mana's at 10%, so it
Mana
tells you how
31%.
much your life is at, tells you how much your mana is at audibly, and so you just have to listen to all of that information as you're playing through the game, and it allows you to play the game without eyesight.
Mana 61%. The sun was hold.
Now,
Mana 81%. Seared quartz cylinder. Seared
The
authorized centibite. Authorized
navigation
cylinder.
takes
Quartz cylinder.
practice.
Mana
It really
42%.
does. It's not just going to come
Quartz cylinder. Mana
naturally.
12%. Authorized quartz cylinder. Quartz cylinder.
I've been playing the game now for over a year, and I have completed the game's story and its expansion without eyesight.
Authorized centibite.
It is completely possible to do,
Mana 86%.
but you have to really listen to
Rabbit.
the audio and pay attention to all of the sounds in the game
Mana 58%.
so that you know what's going on.
29%.
Oh, just gained a
Mana
level.
49%. Mana 43%. Mana 43%.
Now, items will fall on the ground. You pick them up
Mana
with
84%.
the bottom action button. Money is picked up just by stepping on it.
Fortify. 24%. Pale hand and apis. S-Grass.
So there's some more
Mana
enemies
37%.
coming. So we'll attack those
Mana
guys.
4%. Baskets. Mana 25%.
Baskets can be
Fortify.
broken
Zero,
open.
Mana 46%.
Items can be found within those
Mana
baskets when
66%.
you destroy them.
Mana 87%.
We're gonna
Right action
continue to
button.
move
Sucker. 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 Sucker.
south.
Sucker. Authorized centibite. Mana
Cauterized
65%.
Cenobites.
Authorized
Kill
centibite. Mana
them.
37%. Authorized sucker. Mana 4%. Sucker. Fortify. 21%. Mana 24%.
Sucker, those guys will drain your
Mana
life and
45%.
poison you.
Mana
Get those
66%.
guys killed off.
Mana 86%. Baskets.
Alright, we need that
Rabbit.
hard pulsing tone that lets you know you're going the right
Right action
way.
button to climb down. Quartz cylinder. Quartz cylinder. Quartz cylinder. Quartz cylinder.
So,
The sun was
okay, it
hold.
wants us to go north, then west, north. Oh,
Rat
a
hair.
little west again. Back north. And so it literally allows you to follow the path audibly.
Jars.
So what players are
Sucker.
seeing on the map, the game
Sucker.
is giving to you
Mana
in an audible
65%.
tone,
Sucker. Mana 43%. Sucker.
so that
Mana
you don't have
9%.
to
Quartz
worry
sucker.
about being able to see the
Mana
minimap.
29%. Quartz cylinder. Mana 5%.
This is just a basic
Mana 26%.
demonstration on how this works.
Mana
There are some
46%.
other
Container.
functions to be aware of in the
Mana
game
67%.
for visually
Spirit
impaired
mode. Bottom action
gamers,
button. Interact. Mana
and
89%.
we'll go ahead and
Mana
go over
65%.
some of
Mana
those.
37%.
I'm going to kill this group of mobs,
Mana 4%.
and I'm going to jump back
Mana 25%.
into town.
Mana
I'm going to
46%.
hit the down arrow on the arrow
Mana
pad
66%.
to activate my town portal. Go back to town.
Players and enemies are healthy when they are above 80% life and injured when they are below 35% life.
So now with the loading screen, it'll read off a tooltip for how to play the game to you about statistical information.
Curious Bazaar. Fortified.
And now we're back in the
0%
Curious
mono
Bazaar.
100%. The sunless hold. Bottom action button. Interact. To Curious. Speak with human.
So,
Welcome back booster. Choose a free boost pack character. Vigorous ring. Magic ring.
Now,
One character. Left shoulder button.
if I
Right shoulder
hit
button. Pajamas.
my map
Left shoulder button. Right shoulder button.
and I select myself and I hit the pin button, which for me is the left action bar or the Y button on the Nintendo
When you
controller,
reached your destination.
it'll reset your pin, and now it says you reach your destination. It stops the pulsing. So if I were to hit my select button or options on the Wii U controller, it's minus. On PlayStation, it is the options, and on Xbox, it is the I guess they would call it a hamburger button.
Character. Vigorous ring. Magic ring. 183 item
It opens
plus
up your
3.0%
inventory.
resistance to all elements. 3.0%. Minus 0.1%.
Now, as
plus
you can
3.0% shadow resistance. 3.0%.
it reads the item
minus
that's
0.1%.
there in my
plus 4
inventory in the
life.
top
4, 5,
leftmost
minus 1.
slot,
Properties lost when equipped.
and it
Plus
tells me all of the
5.5% damage.
stats of the
Requires level
item.
17. Sell value. 956 gold. Bottom action button. Equip. Top action button. Hide comparison. Left action button. Marcus junk. Left action button. Hold. Drop.
So you can compare the item to what you're wearing, and you can hide that comparison if you don't want to hear it compare to what you're wearing. But it gives you an idea of what you have that may or may not be better. It will tell you the stats improvements or stat losses, and then if you were to sell it, what it's worth. And you can literally navigate using the up, down, left, right arrows to go through your inventory or your character sheet to find out information about what you're carrying and what you're wearing.
Vigorous Drifter and Apis. Vigorous Pants. Magic Pants. Ambassador
So
and
I'm
Apis.
right
Escort,
arrow.
Wise Ogre. Magic Focus.
I'm just
Lift
going
Mace.
through a
Mirror
list
Sword. 100
of
Vigorous
all of
Sturdy
the
Staff. Magic Triumphant
items
Keepsake.
I
Magic
have.
Eternity Rise. Rare Ring. 1 Vigorous Lesser Wand. Magic Wand. Lord and Apis. Escorts. Rare Glove. Vigorous Ring. Magic Ring.
Down
1
arrow
Vigorous Treads.
takes
Magic
me to
Boots.
the
1
next
Triumphant
line.
Ring. Magic Iron Reaver. Rare Hell. Wise Apprentice and Sinister
just
Visage.
go
Rare Hell Strike.
through
Rare
all
Focus.
the
Vigorous
stuff
Steel
you're
Defender.
carrying.
Magic Rune Helmet. Rare Hell Wise Rough Staff. Magic Wise Apothecary and Apis. Vigorous Striders. Vigorous Drifter and
All
Apis.
right,
Wise Main
now I
Feet.
can
Equipped
go
legs.
up
Equipped. Proof Hands. Equipped.
to what's
Fighting.
equipped.
Apis. Legs. Equipped. Proven Cloth. Rare Pants.
And it'll tell you that
299
it's
power,
equipped, so
44
you know
armor,
that
plus
that's
14
something
enhanced.
you're wearing.
Equipped. Wardrobe. Vigorous
Wardrobe
Pants.
is
Magic
something new. I haven't messed with that yet, to be honest with you, but you can set yourself gear sets and ability sets and basically have customizable and interchangeable builds on the fly. But that equipment that you're going to change has to be in your inventory for it to work with the wardrobe function.
Vigorous Pants, Magic Pants, 1 Vigorous Drifter and Apis. Vigorous Ring, Magic Ring Profile.
Now, if I
Head
want to
equipped.
get
Vigorous Strider's Crown.
advanced
Torso
details
equipped.
on my
Night Master. Chest
character,
armor, 229 item power, 64 armor, plus disabled. Currency.
I can click my
Torso equipped.
left
Disabled.
stick,
Currency.
so L3, click it, and it brings up a no character sheet. Currency it tells
Gold.
you.
The main currency of Sanctuary, used across most vendors and crafters, can be used to refund points invested into the scale tree
So
or parallel.
currency is
Disabled.
the
Currency.
header,
Gold. The
and
main
then
currency
I
of
have
Sanctuary,
gold.
used across murmuring balls, used to purchase at red dust,
Murmuring
used to purchase items,
herbals,
tail
red
marks, used to
dust.
barter in the den, earned from increasing your rapport with
And it
mercenaries
tells you
and completing
about
mercenary
it.
events after bartering has been unlocked. Bartering becomes available upon reaching rank 5 rapport with any mercenary. Bottom action button. Pin currency 2/3. Citadel coins, used to purchase items from the vendor. Disabled. Core stats.
Core stats.
Level 24, strength
And you
98,
just
item
can scroll
intelligence
through
157, willpower 99, item
all
dexterity
of the
98, item disabled
statistics
resistances,
for your
fire
character,
resistance 9 point
for your
lightning
build.
resistance 9 point cold resistance 9 point 5 poison resistance.
And then
12
if I
shadow
had
resistance, plus disabled,
Paragon,
defensive.
I would be
Weapon
able to
damage,
look at my
25 bonus
Paragon
weapon speed,
board
1 point 2 bonus
and
attack
set
speed,
my
2 point
bonus
critical strike damage,
attributes.
7 critical strike damage bonus. Torso equipped. Night Bastion. Rare chest armor.
I can
229 item power.
also,
64
when
armor.
you hit
Plus
left
critical strike
click,
damage bonus. 50.0%. Extra the torso equipped. Night
And
Bastion.
then
Hired mercenary. Active. Rat hair. Rank the
go
abilities. Mastery skills. Spend mana to dodge character. Left F helmet.
left.
Rare helm. Hired mercenary. Active. Rat hair. Top action button. Hold. Traverse character. Left F helmet. Elixir of Precision. 2. Elixir. Death Helmet. Rare Helm. Hired Mercenary.
There we go.
Active.
Hired
Rat hair.
mercenary.
Gain
So
rapport
left
while they fight by
button
your side.
allows
No
me to
reinforcement
go through
listed.
different
Visit the den for necessary
tabs of
reinforcements.
my
Hired mercenaries for
inventory,
abilities.
including
Left
the
mastery skills. Spend mana to
mercenaries,
character. Left F helmet. Rare Helm. 206 item
character,
abilities. Left mastery skills. Spend mana to
abilities.
dominate the battlefield.
These are your skills. So once I'm in my skill tree, if I hit my right click,
Abilities. Mastery skills. Spend
I
mana to
can
dominate the
pull
battlefield.
up a big menu, and it's not an easy thing to navigate. Right, the skills are a visual tree. Kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy X. But you can jump from, rather than using your left stick
Ball lightning. Wizard and
to
Abyss.
try to
S fire.
find
Mage and
stuff,
Abyss. S ball firewall.
you
Main
can
one
use your
slash five.
arrows
Mastery. Higher inner flames.
to
Deal
go
6% meteor. Mastery.
through
Fireman. Blizzard.
each
Mastery.
item
Frost. Enhanced blizzard. Blizzard.
and just
Freeze.
try to
Lazy bear.
navigate
Your
around
lizard.
and
Mastery.
figure out
Ball
what
lightning.
skills
Mastery.
you
Fireball.
want.
Rank 1/5. Mastery. Pyromancy.
And it
Core.
tells you
Mana
what the
cost.
stats
30. Lucky
are
hit
and
chance.
what the mana
31%.
costs are
Create a
and
wall of flames that
everything.
burns enemies for 98.
And then if it has
230%.
additional
Damage over 8
points that
seconds.
you
Next
can
rank.
add to
Damage
it to
108.
improve it.
253%.
So it's
Fire damage.
rank
Bottom
1
action
right
button.
now.
Top action button. Assign skill.
I'm gonna
Left action.
increase it
Firewall.
to
Rank
rank
2/5.
2.
Mastery. Pyromancy. Core. Mana cost. 30.
Then it'll
Lucky
read
hit
all the
chance.
information
31%.
for
Create
it
a wall
and
of
then
flames
what
that
the
burns
next
enemies for
level will be.
108. 253%. Damage over 8 seconds. Next rank. Damage 118. 276. Enhanced ball lightning.
Now,
Your attack speed is increased. Abilities. Left ball lightning. Mastery. Shock.
If people are interested in learning more about how to play or how to get through Diablo 4 and its expansion without eyesight, I would be willing to do a full playthrough. But I'd like to gauge people's interest in seeing how this game could be completed start to finish from someone who is blind. And so if you are interested, hit that like button, subscribe, post a comment here in the channel, and let me know if you're interested. And if I can get some interest, then I will proceed with making a new character, a seasonal character, and I will start it from Act 1 of Diablo 4 and go all the way through Vessel of Hatred. So let me know what you guys think, and we will proceed as necessary. Again, thank you for watching. This is just a basic intro on how to get around and play Diablo 4 when you have limited to no eyesight. Take care. Have a good day.